It's either Elton's going to pay me $100 or I'm going to give it to him for free. Okay.
Hits. Pokemon's 30th anniversary is here and they are everywhere. From collaborations with Adidas and McDonald's to the Natural History Museum, 2026 is shaping to be another big year for the Pokemon TCG and the Pokemon brand as a whole. In a previous podcast episode, we talked to Etienne from Champions Legacy about the state of the Pokemon market and why is it such a big thing now. And today we are here to visit his physical shop at PasarTCG in Shah Alam to understand really what all this is all about. What are some interesting stuff you can find at this place, and also what can you do when you visit such places, such card stores, or even go to this kind of card shows. Hi, I'm Elton and I'm the host of A to Z podcast, and I co-run AE Collectibles with Adrian. So PasarTCG is not one vendor but multiple vendors all in one building, and if you have any cards you need, this would most likely be the place to find them. Champions Legacy is on the second floor, so let's hit up. Alright, so this is Etienne and he runs Champions Legacy. So in our podcast, he's the one that owns the shop, right? So before we start, just let him tell him about, if you're the first time here, people don't know who you are. Just a short introduction.
Hi, my name's Etienne. I'm the owner of Champions Legacy, the small shop we have here at PasarTCG in Shah Alam.
Right, so what can people expect when they come here?
You come and see a very large assortment of singles that are available here. We've got like a whole bunch. There's a lot of sealed products. We've got like slabs, some accessories, and it's not just Pokemon, it's also things like One Piece.
Oh, okay.
One Piece as well, Cookie Run, and a bunch of other different types of TCG products here in various languages: English, Japanese, Chinese.
And like, what are some like interesting stuff like in your shop? What are the most interesting things? Like, if people come to see showpieces, what would you show them?
Showpieces, alright, this one. Right here. Showpiece are some of the big slabs here. This bad boy here is we're selling at 21,000. Right, it's a Luigi half art. We've got a few other quite interesting pieces. You can see my nice Honcho Pikachu's over here. Right, this one is very interesting. Hanafuda. Right, that is from 2013. It was a limited edition set. It's a traditional Japanese playing card that the Pokemon Center released. Right, so you don't really see much of those around. They're quite rare. Few of the other things that are quite interesting. We got a few PC ETBs around. So Pokemon Center ETBs is limited release, very rarely reprinted. You only get them in certain Pokemon centers in the world. If you want it with the shrink wrap on, you can't even get it in Singapore anymore. You got to get it in like the US and the UK. Yeah, in Singapore they sell it without the shrink.
So they rip it open so that people open it like...
Yeah, so people don't scalp it.
Oh, okay, fair.
So then some more PC ETBs, and beyond that, I think we've got some interesting singles as well. This is a super sought after Moonbryon from Evolving Skies. This is the most hyped set from the Sword and Shield era, back in the early 2020s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is like your average basket size around here? Like when people come, just a normal person, how much do they spend, like average?
I think on average, basket size is about 140 ringgit.
Okay.
Thereabouts. Of course, some people they do come, they buy like 2 or 3 cards, $5 to $10, right? But then some others will come and they spend quite a bit. So on average, it averages out about 140 ringgit.
Do people spend more on cards or opening packs, or what do people spend more on usually?
It's quite a good mix actually, right? So just a lot of singles. Sometimes they do, when they come and buy singles, they actually add on like 1 or 2 packs of booster packs to rip. But I'd say it's a good mix. The ones that move a little bit slower are your slabs, right? Because those are a bit more niche, a bit higher in value. But once in a while, you do see some movement there as well.
Let's say this is my first time here today. Yeah, I don't know anything. I just want to get back into the hobby. On the podcast, you say get a binder. That's number one.
Yes, get a binder.
Get a binder. These are binders, right? Number one, get a binder. But let's say I would have a binder and I'm here for the first time. What do I do? Where do I start?
Well, if you're fresh to the hobby and you want to try some of the latest, the coolest things, right? I usually suggest you try and start first with the latest set, right? Because that's the one that everyone's talking about. You become part of the new and latest set. Right now it's Mega Dream. Right. We've got Extended Heroes coming out soon. Let me show you.
Alright, so you can see this is the Mega Dream set, which I've been ripping a bit too much right now. And then, so this is one of the ways that actually you can play the games around here, trains. So what you do is actually you open packs, you open until you get AR or above.
Yes.
Right. So sometimes some shops might say, okay, SR are not considered, until AR. Specific rules for everyone, different shop. But this one is anything AR and above.
Yes, anything AR.
So even if I get the 2 ringgit item, is considered a hit, right?
Yes, it's considered a hit. But it's also lower price. So usually, if you see other shops, they tell you, okay, you can stop on AR only. So if you get an SR or an SAR, you can still keep ripping. Then they'll price it a little bit higher, right? But we like the most basic train will be AR and above, and we price it at 88 ringgit.
So how we do it?
So pick your meta. So you pick like which pack you want, and then begin ripping. And hopefully you don't get it on the first pack.
Hopefully I don't get it on the first pack, right?
Hopefully you don't get it on the first pack.
So on the podcast, we actually shared how you open like different types of cards. So English, there's one way to open. Japanese, there's one way to open. And on Japanese sets, there is the card trick 2 to the front.
This one 2 to the front.
2 to the front. And then you start opening, you can come over. So do you have it? I have too many of this box, so we are opening until we get an AR. I'll show you what is AR later. So this is an AR. So it means on the first round itself, I got it, and I don't continue anymore. You stop right here, right? So this is Sepia Spirito. That's AR. Do we get something at the back some more?
EX.
It's EX. I got Dragon. I think it's 3 to the front.
3 to the front.
3 to the front.
2 to the front. Because the last one could be an SAR.
Arrow pack. Very important to get sleeves to protect your condition of your cards. And I was going to ask him something. So speaking about condition of cards, so these are mid-era, or do you call this considered vintage?
These are considered vintage, let's see.
So actually this caught my attention, right?
Gengar.
But when I looked, like the corners are a bit banged up, a bit creased. So how do you consider like card condition when it comes to older cards? And
the best practice is you go onto eBay and then you look for the card in similar condition that was sold, and then the last sold value of that card, and how long ago it was, gives you a good sense on where it could be today. Right? Usually we want to triangulate from a few sources. So eBay last sold, we could check. If we can't really find it, maybe we'll visit price charting, TCG player. Generally from experience also, we can kind of tell from certain cards that we have here that when they sell, at about what kind of price would they sell at. Right. So for example, if you've got like a really banged up card, I'll give you an example.
I'm going to show us an example of really banged up card.
Yeah, this is super banged up, right? I'll show you. It's like a damage at the corner there. This is a card that someone actually damaged in the store, and then they didn't tell us they damaged it, and they slid it back in. Generally, if you're looking at some cards that are lightly played, maybe like a moderately played plus, you could still get 70% of the value out of it. Maybe a bit higher if you've got a buyer that comes looking for a binder collection. Otherwise, if it's like heavily played or damaged or creased, you're looking probably somewhere like 30% to 50% of the value of the card.
Right. And let's say I went back and I found a whole box of old cards, right? Yeah. And I say, you do actually buy people's cards, right?
I do. Even if they're banged up, I'll buy it.
Even if it's banged up, you buy it, alright. Good to hear. So, what can people expect? So, what are the range you buy it from? What's the percentage?
General practice is about 60% to 90%, depending on the type of the card, the language of the card, the condition of the card. Most of the time, I'd say if it's a Japanese modern card, we do about 60%. If it's English, maybe do 70%. If it's a very popular card or very fast moving, then we can do better comps as well. Slabs, generally, we try and do, for those fast moving slabs as well, we try and do closer to market. Right? But of course, we're not going to buy at market. Right?
Understand.
And then vintage cards or cards that we have to consider the condition, and it's really case by case basis, depending on where the market is at.
So before we end, what's one advice you would give like people who's in this TCG space, like especially going into 2026?
One advice: never keep it sealed. Always rip.
Never keep it sealed. Always rip.
Always rip.
You know how much I've spent because of this guy. All right, so thank you so much. All right, I look forward to seeing you again, man.
There's one thing that's in his shop that we should talk about is double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Right, so how does double or nothing work?
So you find a item with this little sticker here. This sticker that means that we can double or nothing. So 50 bucks. We're gonna flip it. It's either Elton's gonna pay me 100 bucks or I'm gonna give it to him for free.
We do this double or nothing, huh?
So we got a coin. It's nice metal Charizard UPC coin.
Alright.
Hits, tails. I will flip it. While it's in the air, you call it.
Hits.
100 bucks.
So I lost the thing, so it's 100 bucks. So luckily I didn't play like 500 bucks kind of thing.
So if you like this video, drop a like and subscribe, as well as follow us on AE Collectibles on Instagram for more content like this, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.